Hi, this is Lana Lisa Williams. I'm a writer. I have 7 books on Amazon. I have a master's degree from San Diego State University and a teaching credential, and I have taught English in universities and community colleges and private language schools in California, Texas, and overseas. For 5 years, I taught in Russia, Turkey, and China. These were not always easy places to teach English, but I survived. That's what I do. I survive with the help of Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. So my name, Lana Lisa Williams, is not the most important one you should know. I'm starting a video series called Apocalypse Desert. This is video 1. I'm sitting in my car, parked on the side of the desert, to begin my story. After teaching overseas for 5 years, I came back to Southern California, a very expensive place and hard to live here. And I looked for a teaching job, and for a year and a half, I lived in this car. I was homeless, staying at truck stops, driving for Uber in Hollywood, of all places. I got to know LA pretty well. And then I found a job teaching in a desert prison, teaching male inmates. Most of them are sex offenders against someone age 14 or younger. Some are ex-gang members or ex-police officers. All of them can't be in the general population of a prison, so we call it a special needs yard. So every day I would get up at 6, Monday through Friday, and drive across this apocalypse desert and go teach in the prison. I taught 12 inmates in the morning, and others would come to use computers for college courses, and in the afternoon we would do tutoring for whoever wanted help, and I had tutors helping me, inmates. And I taught their GED course so that they could pass high school and get 6 months off their sentences. I spoke at 2 graduations, one in December of 15 men, and another at the beginning of February for 22 men, and I was proud of them. They did it. They got their GED course. They passed writing, which was the hardest. They had to do 60 questions and then write an essay, 3 paragraphs or more. Reading, which also gave them trouble, and science and social studies, which included history. So I love history. I minored in it. I taught them some history of America and the world. I got a master's degree from San Diego State University in English and a teaching credential for community college, and I've taught in California, Texas, and overseas. But a prison was different. I had to go through 9 gates to get to my classroom, the last one on the left down the long main corridor. I had to go through metal detectors and surrender myself to be searched and have a clear plastic bag that was always checked. I didn't plan to do anything wrong at this prison. However, at Christmas, which is a bad time for me because my father died on Christmas Day, I got a Christmas card from one of my students, and it was sweet, and I didn't have the heart to give it back. Then I got a handmade New Year's card with drawings, pictures he'd made in colored pencil, and I didn't have the heart to give it back. And I said something about we've got to stop this, but I don't know, it was nice to get something positive from someone, because my own family, what little there is, weren't speaking to me. I think they were mad that I had gone overseas. I think it's okay for a man to do that, but for a woman to do it alone, to survive because she couldn't find a teaching job in America under Obama in 2008 to 2010, that was another thing. So I was judged for going overseas, and my family cut me off. I think that's the main reason. So I was sad, remembering my mother and brother also died 20 years after my father. And so I accepted the letters that he wrote, and I wrote him back. And strangely enough, we found love between the bars in a prison in a most unlikely place. So I'm going to step out of my car and show you the apocalypse desert. Thank you for paying attention. God bless you.